Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Love from the gun on 3rd down. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. On 4th down, the Packers called on Daniel Whelan to punt. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They begin the drive with Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now he's loose at the 40. Now look out. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. Javonte Williams, 94 yards. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Aubrey good with the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. That one hit and a loose football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Here we go, 46.
Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 4 at the Packers' 18-yard line.
Hey, 47.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Packers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Red, set.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Ready?
Now Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Let's go. Full pitch. 45. Right. Cut.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Come on, set. Come on, 32. Needle blue. Smash, red, smash, smash. Hut, hut.
Love looking to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Ready?
Love. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden, 69 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw is Prescott. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Two. Yeah, here we go.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
46. Yeah, here we go.
Now Prescott. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15.
Shot, 17.
First down.
Here we go, set. 10 black, ready.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
Set, ready.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Blue, 32.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, Green Bay.
Here's Jacobs. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14 to 7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Here's 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing. Prescott. Here's one deep for Pickens. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
60 red. 60 red.
Completed out left to Dobbs. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Ready, break.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Come on, set. 52 blue. Ready, ready.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. You told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
DeMarvion Overshown, the one to bring him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Black ultra. Set.
Love now. On the RPO, and the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing. Love. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
10 black, green jack.
To throw now. Here's Love. That's taken in by Kraft. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Hut. Block 40. Hut.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready?
Here's Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one too low.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Set. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down.
36-yard line.
Here we go. 46. 46. 46.
Pickens on the sling. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The line of scrimmage.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
53.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Taking 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays that could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this? Or this
I put a star. I put a star. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Hey, kill. 47. Hey, kill.
Prescott to throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
A loss
Micah Parsons. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. Connecting with a running back, Javonte Williams. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. That should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Let's go now. Punt.
Throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go. 38.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers had 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Cowboys are back within a couple of the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Down. Set.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Green jack. Red, green. You, yellow. Hut, hut.
Love from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the set. Set, hut. 60 red. 60 red. Strike.
And now Love going to change things up.
43 rail. Ready?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
95, cluster, stick. Ready.
Now Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson, 57 yards. And the Packers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And the kick here no good. But a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Cowboys 19. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Williams to start the drive. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
A gain of 6.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go, 46, 40. Hey, count.
Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They'll throw again. Prescott. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
It's 4th down.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he is caught. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
9 yards. That's another Cowboys.
Now Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th.
Cowboys 27.
So no question here, down by a score late. They're going to try the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Come on. Steal. Blue. Yellow. 22. Cut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
We're going to 54. Wire.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Up the middle, it's Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Williams. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
And he finally goes out of bounds, so he couldn't take it the distance, but all the way inside the 15. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. This is 1st and 10.
47. Yeah! 26.
One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.